on a beautiful Wednesday morning, December 11th, for the Sledge Fest, as we call it, for the inauguration of our brand new, taking down the 1974. We learned that from Richie Florence. Thank you very much. This was built for the 1974 season, and thank you for the architecture of that time to be able to now transform it to what we have definitely been spending a lot of years thinking about, how we can completely transform our athletic and recreation program. And that's for right now looking at our football and our track and field programs. So, you know, when I was doing just a little bit of research to be able to understand a little bit more of what we had even before this, that in the 1970s, when we didn't have DMF and we had the field back there, that's where our practice field was. Was that correct, Joe? Do you remember any of that? That's kind of to the extent. And now, and right now, what we've had to be able to do is when our athletics program and our teams are able to be on this field, our uniforms have to be washed back over at Kelly Gym. So we're going to have a lot of incredible opportunities with our new facility, and we'll be able to talk a little bit about that as our program progresses. But I want to get this program moving along and want to introduce to you, leadership starts from the top, and when we have a leader that leads our board of trustees in the support of our athletic and recreation program, we know that we are able to be where we are because of our chair of our board of trustees. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Gene Durgan. Try it, Gene.
Thank you, Joe. I'm very happy to be with you all today. I have to say that I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know of anybody like President Clark who is as anxious to swing an axe as he bored but you know, it's a great pride to be a trustee of this university, because in the last few months I have gotten to approve the name change for our College of Education. We have approved a new photonics program. We have accepted $1.4 million from the Commonwealth for that purpose. And it just goes on, and I think all of this is right in tune with the vision that President Clark set out 5 years ago when he became the president of this university. And you add that to that, the paid internships, you add to that the $100 million, which is his goal for the foundation. All of that is what he thinks about day in and day out, 24/7. I've talked to him at 7 in the morning. I've talked to him at 10 o'clock at night. I've talked to him on weekends. He's really a 24/7 president, and we're so blessed to have him, President Clark.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I just want to say ribbon cuttings and sledgehammer parties make me feel like we're making progress. Yes. And thank you all for coming out today on this snowy day. And actually, it's a bigger crowd than we expected, and I know everybody's excited about this project. Even our students were excited to have school this morning. I want to thank all of you for your passion, your advocacy that brought us to this point in time. I want to thank in particular Coach Vieira for the work that you've done in helping to make the case for a new facility. The coach has actually been recruiting students and telling them for 4 years that this building was coming down, and he would always make sure that they couldn't see the building. He would park the bus on the other side of the stands and then say, yeah, it's over there, it's coming down, it's going to be great. So this time actually we're going to be able to fulfill that vision. I want to thank Coach Maz also for his long-standing leadership and support. Isn't that lovely?
Timing was excellent.
Exactly. It's the building coming down symbolically. I also want to thank our alums, particularly our football alums, who, when I was running for president, and before I became president, I heard and I met with people like Richie Florence, who's here. I met with Jim Arger, who sadly has passed away, who said that this isn't good enough for Bridgewater State. we can do better. And the roof leaks, the groundwater pierces the floor. There were mushrooms growing in lockers. And that's not the Bridgewater way. We're here to actually establish the Bridgewater way to show our students that they deserve better. When I was running for president also, I was asked by the chair if I wanted to take a tour of the campus, and I've been here for 40 years. But I said yes. And there were only 2 buildings that I toured that I had never been in. This blockhouse, and the other one was the power plant, actually, because I wanted to see just how bad it was, and everybody that talked to me was right. Over the last couple of years, we looked at 3 concepts, and we presented them to different groups, especially the football alums. The first concept was $6 million, and it's too much money. The second concept was $4 million, and that was too much money. This building is going to be $2.5 million. And it's still a little bit of money. We want to build 1 additional wing, but I made a commitment, and the commitment is we were not going to tax our students. We were not going to borrow money to go up on student fees to pay for this building. So I do want to thank Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. I want to thank Facilities. I want to thank Finance and Athletics, of course, because we've been saving our money just like you would in your own family budget, and we're going to pay cash for this building. We're borrowing nothing, and our students will pay not 1 penny more in fees, and that's the way it has to be. So I can't wait to swing a sledgehammer. Now, they wouldn't let us hit this building because they were afraid it would actually come down. Let me just say thank you again all for coming, and it's going to be exciting watching this come down and the new building go up. Thanks again. Congratulations.
All right, first of all, on behalf of all our players and our coaches, I'd like to thank President Clark and the Board of Trustees for getting this done. You know, I met with President Clark 4 years ago, and we had talked about the visions of the football program and everything else, and one of the things he said is, I'm going to get the blockhouse done. And thank you very much for that. I'd also like to thank the athletics department for everything they've done to do this. Glenn's been to countless meetings, planning sessions, and he's gone to plenty of other facilities and checked them out, and we're happy to get this done. Glenn, thank you. You know, last night we were out at Tewksbury recruiting night, and we talked about 50 kids, and we proudly displayed our glossy photos of the blockhouse, which we've been doing, as Fred said, for the last 4 years. And we've been telling the kids, we're going to get this done and get this done. So we, obviously it's coming to fruition. I was able to tell the kids, you know, last night that we're doing the groundbreaking ceremony today, so we're excited. So, you know, I know there are a lot of memories in the blockhouse, but we're looking forward to making different memories in the Bear Park Pavilion. So thank you very much.
First of all, I'd like to thank President Clark for including me and inviting me to come down and to make a few remarks. I don't even realize if President Clark knew at the time, but the 1974, I was a senior, and I was actually co-captain. This was the first year that we had a home field on campus. Our blockhouse was brand new, grass field, stands, we had a new press box, everything was plush. We really thought that we were big time. And that was 45 years ago. I've got Billy Nixon over here. Billy was a junior on that year. And of course I have Coach Mazzaferro right over here. He was also with me on that. Both of those men were with me on the very first game that we had here at Bridgewater State. And President Clark, you know, has described my blockhouse as being a little over the hill, probably a little bit but you want to know something? It has served its purpose. Okay, it has served its purpose, and it's time for it to go. I'm a former school administrator, and I always believe that we need to make decisions based upon what's in our students' best interest and in the students' best interest for the future. Okay. The alumni have a lot of tremendous memories, but it's time to move on. And from the bottom of my heart, President Clark, I can't thank you enough for spearheading this initiative, and I really sincerely hope that our alumni reach deep into their pockets to contribute money. And I'm really thrilled that our students won't have to pay an extra penny. And that means an awful lot to me. And I think it's time for many of us alums, it's payback time. Thank you very much.
I want to echo again what President Clark indicated as far as the support from Vice President Karen Jason and her team, and Vice President Shropshire and his team in finance. That it takes a family to be able to get to where we are, and knowing that the part of our family is always the constant is our students. And I want to. Eric Benson is here. Eric, why don't you come on over and stand next to Gene Durgan, Chairman Durgan, because Eric is our student trustee. Let's give him a round of applause. He always asks me at our lunches. And I'd like to introduce to you next our track and field cross country coach, Connor Folney. Connor, why don't you come on up? And we've got, is Antonio here? Antonio Galang? Is he, Antonio, why don't you come up here? Where are you? There you are. All right. Antonio Galang, he is also a member of our track and field in cross country. Track and field cross country, and also you are secretary to the Student Athlete Advisory Council, the SAC, right? Okay, awesome. And then is Jessica Hayward here as well? She's around. Jessica, come on up here. All right, with our track and field and cross country as well, right?
Yep.
You're one of our captains. Excellent. So Connor is an alum, 2015, and he came back in 2017 as an assistant coach. In 2018, was named the head coach for our cross country and track and field, and just last month in November was named the MassCAG Coach of the Year for cross country. So Connor, congratulations.
So President Clark, members of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Joe, and supporters of Bridgewater State Athletics, thank you guys for the opportunity to be able to come out and speak to you today. It's awesome to be able to have as many people here supporting and everything, working on this project, and I know it's been a long time coming. We were talking about this while I was here as a student athlete, about this coming down, getting the locker room facility, so it's awesome to be able to see this come to fruition and everything. On behalf of our program, I want to offer our most sincere appreciation and thanks to everybody that has made this project possible. As Coach Vieira said, everybody going to the meetings and everything, the planners, the donors, and especially the student athletes voicing their concerns and letting it known that this is something that would be a benefit to them and make their experience better. It's special to see what we can accomplish when we're working together, and it's going to be great to see this facility go up and everything. I consider our team and athletics in general very lucky that we are taken seriously on this campus. It is made a priority when we express a need, the wheels start moving, that people start thinking, what can we do to help? What can we do to improve the experience for our athletes? This is a prime example, this building here, of the power of people with BSU coming together and working together, and I'm looking forward to being able to have this spot as a home base for our entire team. Long term, my vision for our program is for us to be consistently ranked as a top 10 team in the country, and I think we have the ability to do that. We've seen flashes of this potential with our numerous All-American honorees and our past national champions, but in order to continue to make this a reality, we're going to need help. Our biggest challenge to that goal is attracting and retaining high-quality recruits, and our excellent track facility that we have out here, my position being a full-time coach, and now facilities such as the Bear Paw Pavilion are all steps towards us being able to attract those type of athletes and show them that this is something important to us, and this is something that they're going to be able to continue to build on, and somewhere that they can call home. We're looking forward to being able to continue to build on this partnership and this relationship that we have with the people at Bridgewater that care about what we do, so that we can continue to improve the overall experience for all of our athletes. I'm looking forward to having a spot for our athletes to be able to stay more organized, to be able to come together and feel like they're truly a part of something special while they're here. So just overall, we are super grateful. We're really looking forward to being able to move in once everything's done, and thank you to everybody involved.
student athletes are the highest retained subpopulation on our college campus, and that's in part due to the great efforts because of our coaches and the support that we have all around. So, with that, I think we have now reached the part of our program that we have been anxiously awaiting for. So, sledgehammers await.
Smile, everyone. All right. Hey, swing.
You got it, Charlie?
Yep.
Taking the top row off now. Yep. Hey, everyone, go on the hand, please. Okay. Take the top row. Go for the top row.
Top row.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.